What's going on, guys? This is Rob from Clutch Mind Basketball. Today, I want to do a quick video on the power of visualization for basketball players. Okay, this is something that is extremely overlooked. It can literally double your progress. So if you want that, take this seriously. Okay. So this matters because most players are only training on the actual court, and this can produce real measurable changes, as you'll see in a second. The important thing, though, is, and this is where a lot of players get this wrong, the technique in which you do it, first person versus third person point of view. So you have to actually put yourself into the first person, visualize what's happening through your own two eyes, not as if you're in the third person point of view, as if you're watching a movie, let's say. So this is a quick recap of a study they did at UT San Antonio, Cleveland Clinic, and Kessler Foundation Research Center. Basically, subjects visualized contracting their elbows, flexor muscles. Okay, they were instructed to flex as strong as hard as possible. Blah, blah, blah. Group instructions, external and third person imagery group. So they imagined watching themselves perform the exercise like they're in a film, for example. Internal first person imagery group. They imagined their own body doing the exercise in real time, and the control group didn't visualize at all. So the results. External imagery group, no significant change. Okay, so visualizing themselves doing it as if they were somebody watching themselves from a third person perspective did not produce a significant change in strength. Control group obviously didn't visualize anything. They also saw no significant change. But right here, guys, internal imagery group, 10.8% increase in strength. So obviously, key takeaway is the first person or internal visualization is the technique that actually produces results. So if you've tried visualizing before and you felt like it hasn't helped you, maybe it's because you weren't doing it in the first person. So let's do this next, okay? This is the last thing we're going to cover here. The most important takeaway is that your nervous system fires the same pathways during vivid imagery as it does during real time. So your body doesn't know the difference between feeling the emotion in the visualization and actually going through the event in real time. So this means that while you're not actually physically doing anything, you can legitimately train and get results by visualizing. Okay? So here's a practical way you can apply this if you're a basketball player, called Visualize 25. I first heard this, by the way, from a guy named Shay Frazee, or Fraze, the trainer. Um, and also the study comes from Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural, which is really good if you're interested in meditation and things like that. So the exercise Visualize 25 goes like this. In the first person point of view, obviously we know this is the most important thing. You imagine yourself scoring 25 points throughout a basketball game. So the goal is that you really just want to sit down. It can be quiet, or you can put on some like lo-fi beats or something if that helps you get into the zone. But you want to use all your senses. Imagine how the ball feels in your hands. Hear the sounds of the crowd, your breathing, sneakers, etc. Smells, and arguably most important is the emotions. Okay, how do you feel during those moments? Bring that emotion up within your body while you're doing the visualization. And like I said, your body does not know the difference between that emotion you're feeling visualizing and the emotion you feel during the game. So if you want practice becoming emotionally intelligent, emotionally resilient, you need to be doing this 1000%. So you could do this exercise once per day, twice per day if you really want. The clear point, obviously, down here is that the clearer and more emotionally charged your mental reps are, the stronger the neural pathways you build, and the more natural it feels to perform under pressure. and you will actually be used to performing in the way that you visualized. Okay. So that's it. All right. Do this, visualize 25. If you want to work with me, go to clutchmindbball.com or clutchmindbasketball.com is where I do one-on-one coaching. But if not, try this exercise and leave a comment letting me know how it goes. All right.